Hello, welcome to another practice with me. The element today is on fire, and I love fire because it calms me down. So the concepts today with fire is heat, obviously, motivation, discipline, determination, transformation, motivation. I think I said that already. All those elements. So I've intended to make this one the most challenging practice to really stoke that inner fire and make sure you're in the mood for it because it will be challenging. We've got a chair to use at certain points. No armrest, preferably back rest, and pretty solid and sturdy. So let's start kneeling or cross-legged or sitting on the chair if you want to. And we're going to start with a Viloma breath, which is the bellows breath. So you know that, I think it's called the bellows, that thing where you push in and out to put air on your fire, whatever it's called. We'll do that with our breath. So close your eyes, push your air out with a bit of force. Inhale with the same oomph. Exhale with force. Inhale with force. Stoking the inner fire. So you can make that breath go a bit faster, and it's right in your gut center. So it's a all right, and you should feel some heat within. We're going to start with the core. So lying down onto the back, move this chair out of the way for now. Sit back onto your hands. Just take your feet like in tabletop position and your lower back onto the mat. Squish it down. And starting off simply, just little toe taps. And then you can take both feet down at the same time and knees back up. Both feet down. I'm going to straighten them under my chair and lift them back up. Straighten them under the chair. Try to keep the low back down. Lift them up. And you can lift your butt up as well, which is a little bit trickier. So lower, lift. And you can use that bellows breath in your core. So the exhale, you do the work. The inhale, you come back up, which is also work. Lower, lift. This is a bit intense doing this. You've got always options. You can do 1 foot at a time. Take the feet to the chair. And then let's hug the knees to the chest. Give your low back a little sway. So core work is often crunching out through here. So we want to stretch it out a little bit so we don't exhaust our core muscles. We'll do a gentle bridge, stretching through the front of the body. And then we'll come back in for some bicycles. So you can keep your head down if you have any strain on the neck. And take your bicycles. You can push your chair way out the way or move. Otherwise, bring your hands to the back of the head, lift your head and shoulders, and we'll take right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee, and back and forth. So what I'm doing here is the inhale comes naturally, and the exhale I force as I tap the shoulder or the elbow to the knee. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, lift the legs up into the air, point and flex through the toes. And then set the feet onto the floor, take a little bridge pose just to stretch out, take the arms overhead. Okay, and then come all the way up. You can bring your hands behind your knees, roll up. Soles of the feet together, reach the arms forward. You can even reach through the chair. I want to pull the chair towards me, but not so much. Let the head rest. And we're going to go from here, rocking and rolling, basically. So reaching forward into this Baddha Konasana, roll down onto the back, lift the hips, come forward, feet together, reach. Roll back, lift. Feet together, reach. Couple more. And reach. All right. Boat pose. Feet hovering above the floor. You've got the option to hold your knees or take your hands down or float them up. Try to get their shins parallel to the floor. Hug your knees and your chest towards each other and draw the shoulders back. And then bicycle boat. Sometimes it's nice to come onto the forearms as well and do the same thing. And it actually targets the lower part of your abdominals the more that you tuck your tailbone under and your more weight is onto your lower back than it is up onto your butt here. I should probably start feeling the burn and the heat already. You can always take breaks whenever you need to. Play around with your versions of the legs. And then let's come all the way up again. Whew. Open up through the chest in this cross-legged seat. And then round. Open up. Round. And we'll come forward, hands and knees for some bird dog. Hands and knees, shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hips, left leg out long. Don't need to go for height, just parallel to the floor basically. Let the hip bone turn down rather than open. Hug in the core. Ooh. Find your balance, reach your right arm forward, breathe in, and then connect the elbow to the knee underneath you, or maybe even try to bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross it under. Open and under. Open. And then set the hand down. Come up onto the fingertips, bend the knee, and try to touch your toes in the direction of your head. Set it down. Go to the other side. So planting your foundation mindfully into your mat, right leg out, left arm long. Breathe in. Cross it under, connect. Open and breathe. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Open. Just set the hand down. Pop up onto your fingertips. Bend your top knee and then lift your gaze. Breathe in. Set the knee back down. Cool. We'll come onto reach the left leg out again. Toes tuck under and then hoist the right knee in towards your chest. Set it down, kickstand it over to the side, spin the back heel down, open the left arm up. Let's come all the way up, pointing the toes up, and side bend over to the left. Look underneath the right armpit. Come up. Come over, lift the leg with you, like someone's pulling on your wrist and your ankle. And then up and over. Cross it. Side stretch. Foot down onto the floor. Maybe take the right knee in. Set it down. Change sides. So right leg goes out long. Tuck the toes. Push the heel back. Push the hands forward. Try to pick up. You can keep your left toes down or hover them. Pick up your left knee. And then set the knee down. Pivot it out behind you. Spin the right heel down. Open the right arm up. Inhale. And then come all the way up. So you're on your left knee. The right toes point up. Side stretch. Up and over. Pick up the foot with you as you reach long through the side body, looking up. And then lift. Reach. Bend. Come up. Picking up the leg, stretch long, and then set the right foot down. Maybe, if you want to, pick up the left knee in towards the chest. Shift the weight back towards your tabletop. Tuck the toes under, take a little wrist roll. Little shake. Plank pose. Hands, fingers splayed out a little bit here. Push your body like cat pose. So rounding the back here. Inner elbows point forward. And then step one foot back, step the other foot back. Keep the roundness. Resist the urge to let the hips drop. Keep the hips high. And like someone's got a little finger and they're trying to tickle you here. So you're just pushing the floor away and you're like, nah, I don't want that. So you've got a lot of roundness in your back. Your quads are on, your arms are strong. And then just look slightly forward. So your chest is shining forward a little bit. Hold this plank. Fire. Create the discipline that you need. So right when your mind says, I don't want to do this anymore, you just hold and push for a little bit longer. And that is where the strength happens from. That's where you grow. Set one knee down, set the other knee down. Come to sit back. So we're gonna do like a sun salutation with the chair first, just to feel it all out on the chair. This elevation, it's actually a bit easier. And then we will do it on the floor. I feel like the light has left. The sun is hiding. So hands, fingertips on the outside edge of the chair. Come into a plank pose, again, on the chair. Just adjust where you need to be. Inner elbows point forward, chest draws forward, tuck the tailbone, turn on the legs. And then take a breath in, come up super high onto your tippy toes. Exhale, just bend your arms a little bit. Straighten your arms, push your hips back, downward facing dog. You can adjust the feet as needed. Ripple forward plank. Elbows point forward so that when you bend them, they are kind of coming in line with your rib cage. Chest comes forward. You do not need to bend your elbows that much, just a little bit, enough to create that strength, because chaturanga is a really difficult position. You can, if you're familiar with it, go in a little bit deeper, go farther into it. Make sure the shoulders don't dump forward. You want to keep them lifted and the shoulders, the elbows squeezing back. You can kind of make it lazy by bringing your rib cage down onto that chair and feel that the shoulders need to round back and open. And then push back, downward facing dog. Adding on to this, come forward into the plank pose. Pick up your left foot, bring your knee to your upper arm or your elbow if you can, and then send it back, and the other side. So tapping each arm, you can look behind you so you really feel that crunch in the side body. Tap, keep both arms straight. Lower like a little chaturanga or all the way down. Push back up. Down dog. We're skipping the back bend here because I want to focus on the core and the arms. Let's go one more time like that. Plank pose on the chair. These ones are called mountain climbers. I'm doing them in slow motion because they're often done really quickly. But we are in the mindfulness business here. So just moving slowly and controlled. Push back up. Back into your downward facing dog. Now, there's quite a distance from the chair to the floor, but let's give it a go. If your wrists are really sore and you can't put that pressure on them, use the chair until you build up some more strength in your wrists. Otherwise, hands onto the floor. You can always take child's pose and downward dog anytime you want. I'm going to walk you through some strong stuff. Downward facing dog. Get your hips high, your heels down, your head dropping. Roll forward into high plank and then tap each knee to each arm as high up as you can. Inner elbows spin forward, little bend, maybe big bend. Knees can go down. Straighten up. Downward facing dog. Roll forward, tap, tap, maybe cross it under, so you're tapping the opposite elbow. Crossbody mountain climbers. Chaturanga, so feel free to lower the knees, bend the elbows a little bit, straighten and go back. And then we'll just step the feet forward, come off the hands, roll up towards standing. Getting off of the hands for a little bit. And into the feet. There's still some fire in the legs. So we'll just leave that off to the side. We'll take chair pose. Feet together, knees together. Squeeze the knees, but draw the hips back. Hands towards the center of the heart. Get your butt really low. Put most of the weight in the heels. Breathe in. Twist your left elbow towards your right knee. Push the top hand into the bottom hand. Open and twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale the other side. Push the top hand into the bottom hand. Inhale back to center, reach the arms up, feel the fire burning in the body, and then fold. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, roll up. So with your own fireplace, you're making a bonfire. You want to get the heat really high, and then it can go into a simmer afterwards. But if you just start the fire on a simmer, it'll never get hot. So we start with the oomph. Bend your knees one more time each side, twisted chair pose. Not easy, I know. Twist towards the right, left elbow hooks, push. So your knees are level. The left knee always wants to pop forward. Bring it level. Open out to the side. Reach both arms up this time. Get your butt low. Then twist towards the left. Knees are level. Open up the chest. Hips are low. Arms high. Forward fold. Roll up. Nice, shoulders shrug up, release them down. We'll face towards the chair. So we're gonna do like a warrior 3 supported on the chair. So let's bring hands to the backrest. Sink your chest low, kind of like a down dog. And then let's take the left leg out. Like this bird dog we did before. So hips are facing the floor, left leg's out long. And then slowly bring your foot in, stand up like crescent pose, reach the arms up, inhale. As you exhale, push forward, hands land on the chair. Step back, supported warrior three. Knee into the chest, step it up, open up. Super tall. You can come up onto that right tippy toe if you want. Land the heel down. Full dive, reach. Now this time, step it forward like stork. We're gonna spin the back heel out to the side, slide the left hand down, reach the top arm up for like a side angle pose on the chair. And you can make some circles with the arm and sink as far into this as you like. Let the top arm carry you away. Flex the front toes and then slide the hand back down, kind of like triangle pose. Just coming back up. And then we'll change sides. Both arms come forward. Right leg goes out. Warrior three variation, bending your left leg a little bit. Push out through your right heel and draw your low belly in. And then step the right foot forward, open the hands, lift the chest. Go back where you came from. Step it forward, open. Warrior three supported. If you want to challenge yourself, you can find this without using the support. Come up, and then on this last one, maybe you want to try up onto the left tippy toes. And then lower. So turn your left toes out like side angle, slide your right hand down, reach the top arm overhead, big circles. And then let the top arm carry you up. Point the toes, slide the hand down. A little bit like triangle pose. Cool, slowly come back up. And then we'll sit ourselves down to this side. Elbows onto the floor. We're going to come into dolphin pose. And then we're going to do it again with our feet on the chair. I want you to trust your shoulders though. If that's too much, the second round's too much, don't do it. So I like to take the pinky fingers out so I've got a good flat space for them to smush down, and elbows hug in pretty close. My feet are inside of the chair. I can push up. And then separate your feet. It's like down dog with your elbows down. Knees can be bent. Push your face through your arms. And then lower down. If you are happy with that and you want to challenge yourself, you can take your feet onto the chair next round. So exactly the same thing. Push down, lift hips up. Take one foot up and the other foot up, and really push your head through your arms. It's a lot of work to stay here for a long time. And then set yourself back down. Take a child's pose. All right, lastly, down dog. And then down dog with feet on the chair, which is basically handstand. Arms, shoulders, core, wrists have to be really strong for that. Let's take I like this concept of bringing the heels or the feet in between the chair legs. So find a down dog, push your heels out away into the chair, and you'll feel a lot of sensation building up in the legs. Start to walk your hands closer. Bend your knees. If you're Wanting to come up, you can take your hands just a little bit closer so you got a super short dog. One foot up, the other foot up. Push your hands through push your head through your arms. Maybe look up. And then come back down and you can sit on the chair. Whew. Try one more time like that. Or you can sit it out. Hands down, feet up. You really have to think strong like plank, rounding the back, pushing the floor away, lifting the feet up. They can be bent, but try to bring your head through your arms. Maybe one leg comes up. Maybe the other one as well. And then take the feet down, sit back into your chair pose. All right. Let's lay down onto the floor. It's a lot of heat building stuff today, a lot of things to work on. If you're feeling like you need some strength in particular areas, especially those chaturangas and plank holds, they're so beneficial to work on. We're finishing up the practice with a constructive rest position. So onto the belly, just feet on the chair. Make a little pillow with your hands, rest your head. 3 deep breaths here. And just let that inner fire that you just stoked and worked hard come to a simmer, just a simmering heat. All right. If there's anything else you'd like to do into your practice today, continue on. Otherwise, that is it, and I will see you in the next class. Thank you for joining me.